City of Santa Fe, March 4th, 2014, Mayoral Candidates. Question 11. What important issues do you believe is not getting enough attention in the City of Santa Fe, and why, and what do you plan to do about it? Roman Tiger Abeta.
The economy. We need to diversify our economy. We need to do a better job of creating jobs for our children so that when they graduate from high school, they go off to college and they come back to a career. We spend too much time on issues of national concern that really have no effect on our daily lives as citizens of the City of Santa Fe. As mayor, I will prioritize those things that we can actually implement to make our lives better.
Patti J. Boucher.
Santa Fe, the city of holy faith, is an amazing place to call home. Our long-standing strengths, our history, our diverse and rich cultural heritage, our creativity and resiliency have endured for over 400 years. I promise to bring all my years of experience in government and in the private sector, my leadership skills, and my ability to collaborate and solve problems to bear on the most pressing issues facing our community. Thanks for listening to me today. I'm Patti Boucher, and I would be honored to receive your vote and to serve as your next mayor of Santa Fe.
Michael A. Deanna.
Most important things right now, as I said earlier, are the social issues. I want to tackle the social issues so that I can stop draining the budgets of the departments. I want to also cut waste in the departments. I know they've sacrificed and they've given up a lot already, but there's certain areas right now that are more important than it was 5 years ago. So we got to go through the budget and figure out exactly what we need now, not what we needed 5 years ago. And we have to control the crime problem here as well. These are the things that I'm going to concentrate on, and also bring new avenues of revenue here to Santa Fe that we haven't considered, especially in the winter months.
Javier M. Gonzales.
There's so many pressing issues in our community that we've talked about, whether it's managing our water resources, dealing with ensuring that families have the jobs to be able to raise their kids in our community, or dealing with our education system. But one of the areas that we don't talk enough about that has a huge impact on our families is the issue of domestic violence. Our city needs to elevate to a conscious level what's happening to many families across our town. And for whatever reason it happens, it's happening. We need to invest in developing resources to support families who suffer from domestic violence. We need to assure that we have safe places for women who are battered and their children who are part of this catastrophic problem. We need to make sure that our police force has a skill set to be able to move into a situation where domestic violence is taking place in a safe way, to assure that the victims are protected and that their families are protected. And we need to bring a strong criminal justice system to those who hurt victims in our communities and ensure that they're held accountable for that. As mayor of Santa Fe, I would highlight and make sure that families that are in danger of domestic violence, we do everything we can to protect them, and that we have a police force ready to serve and protect them, and that we're working with nonprofits so that, God forbid, in those days that someone gets hurt, they've got a community ready to help them, nurture them, show the compassion that they need, help pick them up, and move them forward in a safe environment.
Rebecca Warsburger.
I know from my education experience in emerging issues analysis and strategic thinking that the city of Santa Fe, like much of the United States and many places in the world, is totally and completely unprepared to address the tsunami of senior housing, health, community service, and transit needs that we will face over the next 20 years as we baby boomers move into their 80s and 90s. This tsunami will affect housing, medical, community service needs, as well as our overall financial challenges. This challenge will also be exacerbated by not paying proper attention to the impacts of potential drought and global warming, and avoiding such disasters as a major fire in our watershed. As mayor, I will start the process early of identifying how these two issues, as well as other emerging issues that we have not yet identified as important, but whose eventual evolution will have a major impact on our financial ability to respond to our responsibilities as a city. These will be a focus of my mayoral service to the city as well.
This is the end of question 11 for participating mayoral candidates.